Hello and welcome to Tuner Tips by Todderbert. Here we have the Xcentz xWingman 4. This is a 25,000 milliamp hour power bank with power delivery and QC 3.0 capability. I found this on Amazon for a sale price of $24.99 back about a month ago, and I picked it up and I've been testing and using it since. It's absolutely amazing. Then the bargain hit again. The white version, same exact device, sold for $19.99. I'm not sure if it's that price now when the video airs, but if it is, snap it up with the links below. It's absolutely amazing bargain at 20 bucks. Can't believe it. We'll go over this. You'll be amazed. So yeah, good deals on this one. I made sure to tell everybody because, can't miss it. Comes in a white teal box, kind of an interesting take from the original box. It's not as fancy as the original packaging, but it's still nice. Flip it over here. We got our label on the back. There you go. Model number PB37011, if you need to know that. There's a phone number to call if you need support. And this is new. Okay. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what we get inside the box. They do make this box rather difficult to open. There we go. So pretty basic setup. Got some paperwork. Got the power bank. Now this power bank's one of the largest I own, so this is a bad boy. We'll compare it to others. And then in the box here has a little insert with some cables. Let's see what kind of cables we get. So yeah, Xcentz is pretty good about providing necessary cables that you're going to need for your power bank. If I can get them out of here. They're jamming pretty good, so I can just toss them out. Alright, there they are. Okay, so what do we get? We get a Type-C to Type-C. That's good to see, I like that. Didn't mean to rhyme, but that's funny. There you go. And then we get a USB to Type-C. I think these are pretty standard cables. I know sometimes they have their name on it. I don't think there's names on these. Okay. Next we have some paperwork. We have Xcentz. This must be some kind of warranty thing. Got issues, high fives. Yeah, you guys are pretty seen this if you've watched my videos. If you're super thrilled with your Xcentz purchase, yay! That's awesome. And there you go. You want free stuff? There it is. Okay, the owner's guide here. Pay close attention to this. I'll try to go through it quickly. There you go. Front title. Going here just kind of shows you pretty much what your Wingman's introducing your new BFF. The power level indicator, which I'll talk about when we start looking at the power bank. Again, they're pretty basic. It's got a trickle charge mode, which I'll mention. How to charge a device. It has pretty cool setup for dual USB Type-C inputs, so you can charge this thing super fast. Loving that. For the techies, this is the important one. I'll try to go over this, but it gets rather involved. If you just freeze frame this gives you a general idea of what this thing can do. When you start combining the ports together, it starts reducing the output, and that's to be expected because it has 4 output ports. The thing to remember is total output power is 36 watts. When you're using all 4 ports, you're probably outputting at 30 watts. Just want to give you a heads up there. But if you're using the 2 power delivery ports, you're going to get to that 36 watt output. And there we are. So yeah, safety information, I'll go slow there. And return a warranty. There you go, 30-day full refund, 18-month limited. Great. Let's get to the device. Here it is. Comes in a little plastic sleeve. Go ahead and rip this open here. Yeah, it's big. Nothing little about this guy. But yeah, for the money, it's well worth it. Well worth it. So here it is. Let's go over to some dimensions real quick. We're 7¼ inches long. We're 3 inches wide. And we have a thickness of 1 1/8 of an inch. Okay, for size comparison, I don't have many power banks in this size, so I'll bring out some of the ones I've reviewed in the past or yet to be reviewed. Here is the AI Boson. This is the 20,000 milliamp hour. Quotes 20,000. It's actually 15,000. They're not using advertised batteries or kind of lower capacity in this one, but still was a good value when I found it. I just have found better values in the meantime. So there you go for size. I'll show you how thick these are here. Yeah, you get a general idea. So hey, Boson's not that little. Comparatively, this has 6 18650s in it, and I believe this has 5 21700s, to give you an idea. for what's inside. Next is a little sweetheart of a power bank, is the Mr. Bat. This is the PS042 20,000 milliamp power supply. This one was selling for $15. I don't know what it is currently, if it's $19, and this is $19. And if you don't mind the bigger size, get this one. It has more capacity and better power delivery options. But the Mr. Bat, this one here is $15. It was the best deal I found out there for a simple power bank setup. But that gives you an idea for size. And I've been using this one all the time. I'm going to do a 6-month recap on it. So there you go for size. Awesome. And last but not least, we have, let's see, got a radio here, CC Pocket. See, it's not too bad with the CC Pocket there, right? And then we have Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He loves power banks from Xcentz land. He's Iron Man. So not too bad, about two card decks, right? Wait. I have 2 decks of cards. Why don't we move that radio and get the other one? Damn, here we are. So there you go. Size of 2 deck of cards. All right. So let's start talking about features real quick, and then we'll do a little demo on this thing and give you some final thoughts. It's pretty basic to do power bank reviews because not much to them except for me double checking the outputs and what they advertise and see if it's legit, because sometimes they're not so legit. But if it's a good price, you can still snag them. So the Xcentz, right away it's like a matte black finish. I really like this. It's got this kind of textured front here and a textured back. It's kind of got grooves in it, so you got grip to it, which is nice and slip out of your hands. You got 4 status LEDs, and they're kind of nice. They got a subdued color. There's a switch here I'm going to tap. It's got a teal color to them. I really like that. It's coming up nice on the camera. These are very accurate, by the way. A lot of power banks, you'll get down to one LED and it'll last like forever because it's like half capacity at 1. This one here, when it's down there, you're at 25%. So each one represents 25% exactly. So definitely very informative display like that. Like I said, some do not do that. That switch there on the left-hand side lets you see the status. Also, if you press and hold that for more than 5 seconds, this will go into a flashing mode telling you you are in a trickle charge mode. So you can charge those low power devices like Bluetooth headsets and things like that. So there you go. There's the switch there. Pretty simple. Again, very basic unit. Liking this. The business end here, yeah, so we got a lot going on. We have 4 ports. We have 2 Qualcomm 3.0s, and we have 2 power delivery ports. This gets rather interesting, what they can do. Boy, I'm really zoomed in there, aren't I? This thing's so big. So the really interesting thing is, to charge this power bank, you can plug one Type-C into it, and it'll charge at 9 volts at 2 amps, which is pretty decent. But if you plug a second one in, it'll charge at a total of 6 amps at 5 volts. So 3 amps in on each one. You'll be able to charge this power bank up in under 4 hours. I gotta love that, because I've been charging this Mr. Bat with its little 2.1, 2.4 amp. This thing takes like 8-10 hours to charge. So to charge this thing in under 4 hours is amazing. So yeah, having that dual input capability is great. You can still use just a single one if you don't have the dual. So that's also nice. So if you're using these, to get the total of 36 watt output, you're just using the 2 power delivery port outputs, okay, when you're charging devices. If you're using the standard USB Qualcomm 3.0 outs, you're going to get divisions. So they say if you're using this one A and using this Type-C, you're only going to get, it's going to default to 5 volts, 3 amps. It's not going to step up to 9 volts or 12 volts, just to let you know. It's only going to reserve that for those 2 types. The same with this here. If you mix this one with this one, again, it's going to limit you. If you're using all 4, expect an output of 30 watts on it, because it's going to throttle down to that 5 volts and 3 amp output on each pair. So yeah, divide that out. Total of 6 amps out total, giving you that 30 watts. So hopefully that made sense. But yeah, it's really cool. There's tons of power here. Let's show some examples of what you use that power for in a moment. I did mention that it did have 5 21700s in it. I think it's 5. They didn't say it was. The weight of this is 502 grams. So you can kind of estimate if that's about right. Sounds about right. If there's a 6 battery, I don't know how that breaks down for 25,000. I haven't seen a 4100 cell out there, so I think there's 5 cells in here. That's, to be exactly, on 25,000 rating. Let's see what else is here. I mentioned all the ports for you. Got the weight mentioned. Yeah, 17 3/4 ounces. Just amazing. Again, the price was great. Comparatively, this was like 19 bucks. On sale 16. And this one here was 15 bucks. Now it's up to 20, and hopefully goes back to 15 again. If this is still 25 or 20, it's definitely a pickup. Again, giving final thoughts. So I got a lot to show you guys. So let's go ahead and demo this little unit. So of course I always have my iPad handy with my USB meter. So I'll plug that in. All these Qualcomm ports. So I can't get that fired up. So right now my iPad just turned on. So we can get it in the frame here. It's probably going to turn right back off. You can see it there. It's 20 some percent. And at this level, it's usually pulling about a little over 2 amps. That's very typical. So yeah, when you got a tablet that's discharged. Now this will charge my tablet up, I don't know, more than twice. Because my battery in my iPad's about, I think, 9,000 milliamp hour or just under that. And this provides, oh yeah, I remember to tell you this. This provides 16,030 milliamp hours or 81 watt hours at 5 volts. That's charging at 2 amps. Now if you're charging at 3 amps, it's around 15,800. You get a little extra if you're charging a little slower, but not much extra. I'll give you an idea. Now we'll leave this plugged in, and we'll just kind of showcase. Let's see how this works. This will be kind of a first for me. I've started adding all this stuff to it. I'm usually 1 or 2 device guy. I'm usually not going as crazy, but we're going to show you. Let's bring in like an Xtar charger. Here we go. This is a Type-C charger, and we'll leave the iPad plugged in, and we'll plug this in. We'll see if we can't get this to work along with the other. So we're going to plug in this PD port here. And it resets because it's doing different power delivery. So there we go. We're on. And I'm just going to go ahead and take like a, what do I got here? Samsung cell. And we're going to start charging it. Just going to put it in their position. So now we're charging this battery along with that. You see there's no voltage sag. That's pretty neat. It's charging, I think, at a 0.5 amp right now. It does default to that. It's supposed to be doing 1 amp, but when using this setup, there we go. Now I'm charging 2 batteries. This is about an amp. It's pulling about an amp right now to charge those 2 batteries. So we got this charger going. And let's see, should we throw something else on this? Why not? Let's see here. I have a radio handy. Let's see, I have the NextH Data D808. You guys know what this radio is. Here we go. We got D808. And let's see if I can't get this snuck in there. So I don't know if I got enough room. I don't think I do. Will it fit? Nope, I'm not going to be able to hook it up. But this gives you a general idea. You can plug your radio into if you're not using one of these. You know what? Let's just take this off. We know the iPad's charging, so let's pull that off. We can do this. And I'll plug this in here. There, you heard the iPad's charging. Show you the little icon. We are charging. Awesome. Okay. And then this is still going. And now we'll plug in our radio next to the other one there. Seriously, this is a pretty awesome power bank to be doing all this work. So we got the iPad going. We got this going. And then we have our radio being charged. There you go. You can see it being charged up. Again, the outputs are pretty amazing. I'm loving this. So there it is. There's our little sample of it in action. Yeah, see, this is a cool little charger. I think it's like 13 bucks, and it charges like nickel metal hydride and unprotected 18650s and smaller cells. This is nice and handy with a power bank because simple, lightweight. They have a 2-bay model and a single bay model you can get also, but Type-C just makes it convenient and easy. Type-C is a better port anyway. So let's go ahead and unplug everything here. And we'll do some final thoughts on the Xcentz xWingman 4. Pretty impressed with their products. Overall, everything I bought from them has been exactly as advertised. No messing around, no games, no gimmicks. That's very important to me. Slowly getting these off here. There we go. Put the radio off there, and then we have the charger still going. See, everything's still moving. Didn't have to reset that. That's nice. And we'll just pull that off. There we are. So set that aside, and we'll just kind of zoom back downtown. So get a close up again. Now I didn't show you the bottom. The bottom actually has some writing on there. I don't know if that camera's going to focus on it. There we go, sort of. If you guys can read that, it's all the same as what you saw in the manual with all the, see if I can bring this camera back up, all the information there with the charging and the different ports. So if you lose your manual, it's all right on the bottom of the device if it hasn't worn out. So if I can get into focus. There you go. You can freeze frame that if you have to, but it's showing the combined outputs and different things there. But it's really small writing though, so I have a magnifying glass handy. So there it is, the Xcentz xWingman 4. Definitely a buy at 25 bucks and a super buy at 20. I don't know if I showed you, but I did get the white version at 20 bucks. I just had to get it. I haven't opened it up yet. It's the same thing. It's white. This cost me 20 bucks. So just, these are such great power banks. I had to get a second one. Definitely, they're definitely worth the money. Go out and grab one. I mean, this will power all your needs. I mean, if the power goes out, you got something to charge your phone like 5-6 times. Power goes out, you get to charge your tablet a couple times. It does so much. And then when you're on the road or you're traveling, you can take this on the plane because it's under 100 watt hours. It's advertised as, I think, 90 watt hours total internal capacity. So you don't have to worry about being over that limit. So when you're traveling, they go to 100 watt hours. So that's something to keep in mind if you're a traveler. So there it is, the xWingman 4 gets a recommended buy. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like Xcentz products and you want to see more from them, just make sure to subscribe at the bell icon. Get notified of these power bank reviews and comparisons. I am going through the tests. Like I say, I use this. I do real world testing. I take the device and I charge my iPad with it all the time. And the iPad's a good thing because it's a high drain. I could use it to charge my radios, but it'd take a longer time to go do some testing with that, but it does work. And I could also use this to test too. These chargers are great to give you an idea. But if I find good deals, as long as you're subscribed and have that bell icon clicked, you'll get notified of the deals. Like I said, I posted a bunch of these deals when they were coming out on sale before I could make the video because I just didn't have enough time to get the video out fast enough because I like to test it. I can't just say, hey, this is the best. I haven't tested it yet, but give it a go. It's better that I just say, hey, it's on sale, check it out. Amazon's really good with returns if it doesn't, meet your expectations. But I wonder, this company, I know they're going to be good, rock solid. And before I get my review done, you guys get the heads up. So definitely subscribe, bell icon. And of course, third, comment below what you think about the Xwingman 4. Would you add this to your repertoire of power backups? Is this something that really appeals to you? Are you one that loves high output? I know I do. Charging this thing in under 4 hours, that makes it so much better. I mean, with this kind of capacity here versus a 20,000, this 25,000 milliamp hour supply is just one step up, and I'm pretty impressed. Now they have 30,000s, which I'll probably end up checking out, but you can't travel with those as safely as you can with this one. Alrighty, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and we'll see you in my next video.